Hey there, dissectors, and welcome to another haunting episode. Many locations around the world have places that feel like you're stepping back in time. Well, there is a place in Utah, also referred to as the Beehive State, that is simply wonderful if you want that experience. You see, in Stansbury Park, you will find the Benson Grist Mill, a place that is considered one of the most structurally significant landmarks between Salt Lake City and Reno, Nevada. But over the years, as people have come to visit the property, they discovered more than they bargained for, something they couldn't explain. So let's begin with a little history on the mill first. Ezra Taft Benson was an apostle for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, when in 1850 he received orders from the church's president, Brigham Young, to build a grist mill at Twin Springs Creek in Toole County. So a sawmill commenced operating in 1851, and then from 1854 the Lee brothers, who were skilled pioneers, were hired to build the grist mill. By 1860 the mill was producing around 1,200 barrels of flour, 56,000 pounds of cornmeal and 72,000 pounds of bran. This had a value of about $17,000. During this same period, the LDS president Brigham Young acquired the mill, joining up with an early resident of the area a little later, Bishop John Rowberry, in 1862. Now the mill was referred to as Young and Rowberry's and was producing 200 bushels of wheat per day. Improvements were made over the years, like replacing the old wooden water wheel and millstones with a metal turbine and imported freestanding grain breakers. But all things must come to an end, and by the 1940s the Benson Grist Mill shut down. It wasn't until around 40 years later, in 1983, that a group of volunteers managed to acquire the mill, which was donated by Terracar to Toole County. The volunteers began taking on the task of bringing the property back to its former glory days. Today it seems there are two ways to visit this historic mill, and that is by either attending one of their annual events that are held on the grounds, or maybe even hosting your own event, or even offering your time on a service project. But while people are visiting here to explore the past, many visitors are receiving much more than they bargained for as the past comes to greet them from beyond the grave. There are said to be at least two spirits that have stayed behind at the mill, and one of these is a young girl named Alice, who it's believed drowned at the former pool area of the mill. Her spirit has been seen in the vicinity of her poor demise. Then we have a former mill worker who wanders around the inside of the mill. He is said to be an angry spirit, so it may be best if you avoid him. He is not one to mess with, and he may be the one responsible for the poltergeist activity and people being touched. Sadly, the identity of the other spirits who haunt here is unknown so far, but they still make themselves known in very dramatic ways. People have described witnessing mists and disembodied voices that echo all around them. A strange, eerie red mass was captured on camera crawling along the outside of the mill's walls, and dark shadow figures are seen throughout the interior of the mill as they run from floor to floor. This is truly a fantastic place to visit, or even donate your time to if you live close by. With all the history attached to the property and the reported strange occurrences, it does seem like a place that will continue to stay popular with visitors and volunteers for many years to come. What do you think of this haunted location? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. It must have been shocking to witness the red mass encasing the outside wall of the mill. Very creepy indeed. I hope you enjoyed today's short episode, and until next time, my friends, stay safe out there.